Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? I hope everything is well. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. I hope all is well. Um, I know I need to get some um, housekeeping done. Like and share as you come in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for even the ones that come after the show is done. Thank you for your support. Just need you to like and share more and hit that bell, the notification bell, so you'll know when I'm on. And I want us to get to 500 by the end of this month. Okay, we've been at 346 since forever. And I know a lot of people watch my videos. Um, and I don't think I'm asking a whole lot for you to like and share. I'm really trying to get the foundation going. I'm really trying to put to get a center for a building for my medical team. I want to connect birthing room to our foundation. I want to put an attorney on. I want to get an OBGYN that can help the midwife, the medullas out. I want to get a therapist. So those are like 5 people extra that I want to connect to the foundation because I do believe that we are suffering from mentally undiagnosed mental illness. And sometimes you could be sick and not even know you're sick. And I do believe that we have some issues. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you for joining. And I do believe that we need some help. And with the foundation, and I've told you before about the foundation, I'm going to introduce it to you. This is my foundation, Realm in the Bush. And this is who we help, and we're really trying to help ages 18 to 25, and we're trying to match them up with a certain business, and we're going to give them um, certificates, and we're going to train them to have their own business. We're going to have an investigating team. We have a security team. That is how you can. I put my email in there. I put my phone number in there. I put all of the information that you would need if you want to contact me. We have different programs as far as CDL drivers. As um, they start as low as hey D, good morning. I'm just doing a little introduction right now. They start as low as age 18 to 25 for the CDL training. The security, you can join the security team age 18 to 21. 18, you have to be unarmed, and then at 21, you can be armed. So that's 2 different programs there. Then you have the HVAC, the painting, flooring, plumbing, and electricians. The barber school, I have 2 barber schools I'm hooked up with. Car detailing, mechanics. I have mechanics. So oh, you still have my old business. You can use hard truths. We say William, you can use the old information, hard truths. But I did put the new information for the foundation. But hard truths is if you want to contact me about any other information or any other thing, anything else, that's fine. Any issues that's on your heart, and I will put that in there. I'll put that in there also because I do believe I am going to be doing like a fundraiser for it because I really want gmail.com because I really want to get this business off the ground for the building as far as the foundation is concerned, as far as the CDO drivers. I need to feed them while they're away training for those 4 weeks. I need to, the one foundation, I need to have put them in a hotel if they're coming from out of state. And I do have 2 out-of-state students that's coming. So I'm going to have to foot that bill, but it's okay because it's worth it. We are really trying to do something different. I really want our children to understand that it's time for us to have our own, and it's time for us to do for self. And I want to build this investigating team, which is my security team. I want them to go into investigating some of the crimes and some of the things that we have, things that are will allowing to, them to get away with, because you can't investigate yourself. So we put a team with them so we can do nationwide investigating of them when they do dumb stuff to us, and we can, go a little deeper with that. Yes, I need drivers. We are training CDO drivers. We're training drivers to get their own CDOs. We're starting with age. It's 18 to 25 for the foundation. So this is stuff that we're trying to do. We're trying to do something different for our babies to let them know that we don't always have to work for white folk. I'm just saying. And we're just doing something different. We also, I have my book that I've written. This is my baby here. It's called A Mother's Love. This is the workbook. I have a book with it. It is an ebook also. So we're doing some things. We're doing some things. I'm checking into some land. I have land in Gambia. Checking into some more land because I want to do something there too. So we're gonna do something here and there. So we got a lot going on right now. Okay, but we're trying to get it all set up here so we'll be able to do what we need to do there. Okay. I know it's a lot of opportunity there. So if you're not coming up with some businesses and some ideas of what you want to do there, you need to do that. It's a lot of programs. Williams, if 454, if you drive, you can look into import, export. As far as Africa's concerned, you can look into getting like containers, renting containers, or allowing people to have buy containers. You can check into that because I know I'm gonna be looking for one, pretty soon. So I'm just saying, I would really look into that business of import export and containers and shipping containers in and out and seeing what you can do as far as that, because you have a lot of Black folk moving, and we need somebody that we can trust here to be able to help us to do that. Okay, I think I've taken care of all of the housekeeping. Dee, good morning. How are you today?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You want to discuss your foundation? This young lady's on fire. She has a foundation. Also, you want to talk about your foundation a little bit. I'm already gonna ask you. You don't even know why you don't have your stuff ready. I'm gonna put you on the spot. I get you every time. Talk to us about your foundation.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Well, my foundation is called Hope of Love Community Outreach, and what the organization does, I help families that don't have burial insurance to be able to, as we say, bury a loved one. And the purpose of that organization is to try to help and alleviate the stress from a family when you're dealing with someone that's been murdered through domestic violence or either gun violence, street violence, and that's where the organization comes in to help them with that cause, and also to educate the families on the importance of having insurance, because a lot of people don't have insurance, and so when it comes to unexpected death, we know that we got to leave this world, but we just don't know how. So insurance is something that we all need, but because a lot of families don't have it, so the
Mhm.
organization comes in to help with the main cost of a burial, which is the embalming, the opening and closing of a grave, um, the casket, and stuff like that. It's a touchy subject. People don't like to talk about it
Yeah.
as well, but it's a subject that everybody needs to talk about, because the same way we prepare for a birth, we need to prepare for death, because we know that it's coming. And so, and that's what the organization does. Like I said, I help with that cost, everything. And that's basically what the organization is about. Always needing volunteers,
Mhm.
always needing donations to help meet that cause.
Yes.
Right now, we service just the community of Gifford County, but I do want to expand worldwide.
Okay.
So
Yes.
they always needing volunteers to help expand. So if you're in other states or whatever, and you
Yes.
think that you would like to take that on in your state, just let me know, and I can help you get it started and everything. Bring you up under the umbrella, and
Yeah.
go from there. But like I said, I do want it to be worldwide, to be help everybody. So if you're interested in being a volunteer, just get back with me, let me know, and we can go from there.
Give your email address so they can be able to get in touch with you.
The email address is hopeoflove2017 at yahoo.com. Website is up and coming. And the phone, if you need to want to talk or send me a text, is 336-405-7894. Again, that's 336-405-7894. And the email is hope of love 2017 at yahoo.com.
All righty. Bakari, welcome. Welcome. Love. Peace and love. Yes. Peace and love. Williams, Wyatt Williams says, just opinion if you can just open an insurance company. He said he wants us to open up an insurance company. Why don't you do that? We can't do it our will.
I thought about I thought
Williams, you
implement,
thought about that? Oh,
implementing it
hey.
in with the organization.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you. Look at there. You already got it going on. I know I can't do it all. So that's your thing. We're going to pass that along to you, D. because I can't pay. I can't do it all. I'm just saying I got enough going on right now. Welcome everybody. Let's get into this amazing show. My God, y'all. I think I kind of been avoiding this because boy, I did a show yesterday, and I tell you what, my blood pressure. I'm telling you, I'm like y'all. I just have got the. I keep telling y'all I'm gonna be purple, or I'm gonna be blue, or I'm gonna be orange. I'm not gonna be black no more. I'm done with y'all black folks. So when people ask me what's your nationality, I'm gonna say orange. I think I'm gonna be orange. Orange is my like my favorite. Orange, purple, and like a royal blue are my three favorite colors. I think this week, just like the kids, I hear that our children now in school can they can be whatever they want. If they want to be a cow that day, they can be a cow. If they want to be a cat, they can be a cat. I was talking to some teachers yesterday. I'm in the bike clubs, bike. I don't want to call it a club. It's not really a club. It's just women riding. I have a three-wheeler, so we ride. And these are teachers, and they're telling me what's going on in schools. And I think I'm gonna do a show on them. And they were telling me that some kids are known as, that movie that came on Netflix, and these kids were born as animals. They were born like little birds, and they had little feathers on them and stuff. And it called something. Well, this kid, I guess, was watching that show, so now he wants to be known as a cat. So when the teacher calls his name, she's got to say meow instead of calling him by his name. Go figure that one out. We got some strange things are happening in our schools, and parents don't understand. This is why I keep on encouraging you guys to go and visit our brother Q school. He has a school called Zach's Institute in New York. You can go virtually. Eventually, then you can talk to him, and if enough parents are in that area, you can have a school in your area. So we need to really think about removing our children from these schools. And now, not only are they doing them getting in the middle schools, the junior, the middle schools, the elementary schools, and now the high schools. Now they're moving into the colleges. Did a story yesterday about a white woman who was the head now of our famous Morehouse College. It's a white woman. She's the head of attendance. Go figure that out. You already know that they don't come to work with us. They come to take over. We know that, but it's hard for us to understand that. We still don't know what we're dealing with. We still don't know a demon when you see them. So y'all keep on messing with them, lying with them dogs and getting fleas, and then wonder why you're itching. Okay, I'm just saying we still don't understand what we're dealing with. But y'all go ahead and keep on dealing with them. I'm on keep on telling you about them, and you take the information for what it's worth. You take it or leave it. I'm just saying. I'm reading your comments, Wild Williams. If I don't read it back, I'm getting ready to go and share my screen, so I might not see your comments. But D, if you want to pull it up, and you can talk, see his comments when you pull up on your phone, if you can. You can see his comments, and you'll be able to answer him for me, because I think you know just as much as I do about what's going on with the foundation and what's going on with with news as far as Black people are concerned. So I'm gonna say, okay, beloved, heading to work. Oh, okay, you're late. Don't be late. We don't want you to be late now. Go ahead and make that money for family. Okay. You can go ahead and watch the live. Okay. The what you call it after the video. Okay, you can watch it later. But go ahead and go to work and have a good day. Don't work too hard now. But I just want to kind of bring it to light. I did a show yesterday. I want you guys to watch that show. It was really a very emotional show for me, and all these shows are emotional for me. And I almost kind of only want to get into it today, but I'm gonna get into it because I already put it up there. And we're gonna talk about some things, and we're gonna hit home, because I'm telling you what, I'm tired of seeing what I'm seeing now. This is a woman, and I'm getting ready to share my screen. Y'all help me out. I'm slow and trying to get this here. I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm telling you what, I'm so tired of what I'm seeing. I don't know what to do. Y'all gonna have to help me. Help me today. I'm nervous because I'm just trying to stay calm, because you know how I get when these white folks try to interfere and they try to take over, and we allow them to. Okay, we are allowing them to take over. We're going in here. Can y'all see my screen? D, can you see my screen? Ooh, I don't think y'all can see my screen. Hold
I
on.
can see it.
Okay. I'm waiting on you to tell me now. I can't look. Let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up my live so I can see what's going on. So this is our new representation of Haiti. Okay. What's wrong with this picture, family? This is your representation of Haiti. Okay. Haiti. Do we see any? Now read the title. Read that title. I'm gonna give you time to read it. I'm gonna give you time to read the title. I'm gonna give you time to read the title. I'm just saying. I just woo. I don't know what to do sometimes. It just bothers me so bad, y'all. I don't understand what it's gonna take for us to understand that these people don't come to work with you. They come to take over. This is what she looks like. Okay. Show representation. So we're gonna read just a little bit about Miss what's her name? Miss Global Haiti. Miss Global Haiti. She's representing Haiti. I ain't seen none of these in Haiti. I ain't seen none look like this. Have y'all? I ain't been to Haiti, but I didn't know Haiti was a white country. Okay. But let's move forward. Okay. Y'all gonna have to help me now. Now her name is Dr. Farrell Forcon. Okay. Miss Global Organization. Okay. Miss Haiti. This who Haiti is who's representing Haiti. Okay. She is an accomplished neurosurgeon. Okay. Who is also leading in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Is representing, or the pandemic, we should say, is representing the nation of Haiti in the annual Miss Global pageant. Okay. Now, Miss Forcon, or whatever her name is, who describes herself in part as a National Institute of Health trained neo whatever, whatever surgeon, activist. She's an activist. Okay. Of who? Author, model, entrepreneur, is among 73 women competing for the Miss Global crown. Now, why? I remember back in the day, Miss America couldn't be anything but white, right? For years, she was only white. Black folk couldn't even be represented as Miss America, remember? Even though black women were here. So, you mean to tell me that a white woman can represent Haiti and they're okay with this? This is the undiagnosed mental illness that we fail to realize that we have, okay? Let me continue. This year, the pageant is being held in Bali, Indonesia. Maybe it shouldn't be held there. Okay, let's keep going. More recent history of beauty pageants highlighted by Miss America controversy. The Miss Haiti Update Instagram account posted a photo of this woman wearing her Miss Global Haiti 2022 national costume. And that's what it is. It's a clown costume because she's trying to represent black folk. Okay. And in emerald gold gown that resembled a tree and is intended to serve as a metaphor for the goddess of healing. Okay. She chose this national costume because she wants to educate people about Haitian culture and Vandu, according to the Lou Union suit. Okay. An Instagram account that it billed itself as the number one Haiti African platform. Yeah, American platform. Okay. Now this is her costume, okay? And this is what it is, it's a costume, okay? But they seem to think it's okay, okay? This one young lady among at least 11 other women representing predominantly black countries, including Ghana, Jamaica, and Uganda. My thing is, why can't we have black women representing black countries? You have a black woman for years that represented America because they didn't want any other cultures to, in fact, represent any part of America but a white woman, right? Okay. The public is invited to vote online for women competing in the Miss Global pageant. Votes are being accepted through Friday. Okay. Miss Global organization stated 2021 in Vietnam started in 2011 in Vietnam and initially focused on local contestants before expanding to other countries around the world. From where women between the ages of 18 and 35 are invited to compete. Although the reign of Miss Global is a year long, this remarkable queen will travel throughout the world to participate in charitable fundraisings while predominantly promoting the beauty, intelligence, and charm of women throughout the world. Okay, we still not concentrate on Haiti. She's representing Haiti, but then she's talking about the world. Okay, she will have a once in a lifetime opportunity to gain innumerable contacts, lifelong friendships, and endless support for diverse communities that will advance her suitable status beyond imaginable outlooks. Okay, this is again your global Haiti. Okay, anybody see anything wrong with this picture? If not, this is why we suffer from undiagnosed mental illness. Okay, this is what's going to represent Haiti. Okay, when this woman is not participating in beauty pageants, she works as the director of a COVID-19 clinical study trial in New Jersey, according to her linked page. It is a position that she has held since April 2020, right around the time that this woman released her book, Pandemic Manifesto. Okay, basic training for the front line, from the front line. Okay, said this woman said that one of the proposed of the pandemic manifesto is to help separate fact from fiction amid widespread medical and health misinformation. Okay, why did I say so? So we supposed to believe her. Okay. After reading her book, people will be able to navigate almost any medical mystery, be empowered with knowledge to face the next pandemic or whatever pandemic we should say. The objective I enhances their general understanding. My thing is, I really don't care of what she does. My thing is, this is what and who they're trying to say is Haiti, Miss Haiti. Okay. This woman is going to represent a black country. Here we go again, having these white folk represent us. Um, this is some madness down here. It's just crazy. But having black folk being represented by non-black people is just something that's becoming the norm. And for us to not to understand how dangerous this is, and we allow them to invade our black areas, just like we talked about yesterday. You have this black woman, sorry, a white woman that, and I'm gonna pull her picture up. I'm gonna go back to it from yesterday because I want you guys to understand that. Hold on, I'm just tired. It just makes no sense. That's representing Morehouse. Okay, I want y'all to understand what's going on and help me to see if you see anything wrong with this picture. Okay. Um,
Economics.
yes, economics, but it's not just economics. What is this woman? Can y'all see? This is a woman that's going to represent Morehouse. Okay.
She
Do
has a spirit.
huh?
She has a lizard spirit,
Uh,
and the other woman has a frog spirit.
okay. Now you're gonna have to expound on what that means
Go
because
ahead.
a lot of people don't know what that means. What does that
Yeah,
mean when you say
go ahead.
Elizabeth?
No, you go ahead. I'm gonna break it down.
Okay, I'm gonna let you break it down. Can you break it down now so people
No,
understand?
it's not yet. Go ahead.
Okay, now you're okay. Let me help you understand
I'm
now.
reading stuff on her. This one right here, though,
Uh
because
huh.
they both they both got some type of education in healthcare. And I think I just read with the Haiti woman that's representing Haiti, hers scientific study. Why you over there in Haiti? What you want to end up studying on?
Right.
You you want to take the people and start using the COVID and study on them,
Exactly. Yeah.
expect more,
Yep. You better
and then
understand what's
with
going on.
this woman right here, with the Morehouse,
Mm-hmm.
you know, over a majority of black men, you
Yep.
are a woman. They need to put a man there.
Right.
That's feminist. What are you
Right.
trying to instill in our men? They already dealing with the homosexuality, and I mean, why are y'all putting a woman over there?
Right. But look at what she look who they're gonna have to look at every day. So not only are they gonna deal with
Right,
the homosexual spirit, but they're gonna deal with women that look like her, and she's going to convince
right,
them that you need one of me. You can't deal with your own black woman. It's all a setup. And black folk that tell me that this is okay, just they don't see the bigger picture. They don't understand how white folk operate. They do stuff for generations to come. They don't do stuff just that's gonna impact now. Look at how in 1970 when they dumped the drugs in our neighborhood. Look how Reagan and Nixon came together to impact the family and told you, hey, we're going to give you ladies, black women, we're going to give you this. We're going to give you EBT. We're going to help you. But they closed the door on our men having jobs so that our women can rely on the system more so they could on their own husbands. And some women put their men out and some men left because I want to make it easier for my family and not fought to stay together to say, hey, no matter what the system is offering, we're going to stick together. Whether it's us creating our own businesses and us taking care of us. No, that's not what they did. They separated. And though you're not going to tell me that Reagan and Nixon didn't understand what separating the black family was going to do to our black children. The result is long lasting, everlasting, and generational, and that's what they know. And you have to understand how they operate. They start out small, just like a cat. When a cat is getting ready to pounce on the a rat, what do? He itch, he ease, he little bit by little bit, you little bit by little bit, he move. You look, you be like, man, is that cat moving? Then he'll, you turn around, he looking, he moving again. Then you look again, and he's still, and you looking like, dang, that cat is moving. I thought he was over there. When last time I looked, he was over there. But then you look again, he's pouncing, right? That's exactly what you're dealing with. This white woman is not coming to bring anything good to our black boys. And you have coons, and I guarantee you that president that appointed her, I guarantee you they sleeping together or they got something going on, and that's why he appointed her. Black men, coons, it's always got to be a connection to a white woman that they want to put a white woman over our black boys or a white woman over a black woman. But my thing is, you couldn't find a positive black male role model for these black boys that's coming from these one parent households to look up to. You got to put a white woman in front of them. What's the bigger picture, family? The bigger picture is a whole lot more, and people don't even understand it. People don't understand it. I need you to break that down, D. I'm gonna give you the floor because I want you to really break that what you said down so people will understand what's really going on in the spirit realm. Because I think people are looking at the outside, they're not looking at the spirit of these people. They're not understanding who comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And God said you will know them by their fruit. And the fruit that I see from most white folk, if not all, to kill, steal, and destroy. Whose attributes are those families? Those are not that we don't serve the same God. I keep telling y'all that we don't serve the same God. Their God tell them that they can be racist. Their God tell them they can have a gun. Their God tell them they can do anything and treat people any kind of way. Their God telling them the KKK said they were Christians, right? That Christian religion is not a religion I would ever want to touch, ever. But you ready to explain that, or you gonna
Not
be keep on going? Okay, let me know when you're ready. Okay, okay. So I just want to keep up. We got to understand what we're dealing with, family. We got to understand. So we're gonna go from that, and we're gonna go to this. Okay. Now I'm seeing a pattern here. And then even when I read the story yesterday, as far as the black colleges, they said like 25% of the employers, okay, who are holding high positions in black HBCU schools are white. Tell me why. Tell me why. You can't continue. You want to continue. You're brainwashing them in the elementary. You're brainwashing them in the middle school. You brainwashing them in high school. Now you're going to the college. You want to finish them off. Boy, y'all better wake up today. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee, family. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man, it's not just ask why I said it wasn't just Reagan, Nixon, it's Clinton and Biden. The man that's sitting in that seat now, he had a whole lot to do with black families being ruined. Clinton had a whole lot to do with black families being ruined by making those crime bills. Clinton and Biden, and this man, Biden, you gave the most power to right now. And he's showing you just how he believe, what he believe, and how he feel about black people. Okay. He done for everybody else except black folk. And you got black folks still saying, oh, Biden was he's doing a good job. You're paying dummies. You're paying $10 for gas. California paying $8 for gas. Okay, almost $9 for gas. Some place in California is paying $10 for gas, but you're still telling me that Biden was the best thing that happened to black folk. Give me a break. See, this is what I'm gonna do a show on undiagnosed mental illness, because it's time for us to understand what's really going on with black people. Why is it that when you have a positive man like my buddy, I love me some Jay, I love NFAC, who stuck his neck out for black people, y'all dogged him out. Ice-T, when he told y'all black folk, let's ask for, is it Ice-T, Ice Cube? Which one? I get them mixed up. Ice who?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. I said Ice-T. What did I say? Ice somebody. Whoever. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect his name, but I don't know the difference. I don't know who the Ice is. Okay, but just understand. The one that told us to ask for something before we put Biden in. Do you not know black folk attacked him was talking about boycotting him, was talking about trying to ruin him financially. Do you understand that's undiagnosed mental illness? When you tell us somebody that's trying to help you out, that's trying to help you, tell you to ask for something before you vote for a person, and then you wanted to destroy him, but then Roland Martin over here telling you to vote. Roland Martin telling you, Al Sharpton telling you that we want you to support everybody. You can't just support a black agenda. You got to support the LGBT. You a reverend trying to tell black folk to support LGBT. And see, this is what I'm saying. Look at this little ad on the side that's coming up. We can't, black men can't never be with just black women, can we? Look at this ad come up here, D. We can't never just be with us, can we? We can't never be with just us. We always got to share with a white somebody. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm so sick of this. I don't know what to do. Look at that. Ain't that something? Ain't this something? And it's going to stay up there too. Let's see how long it's going to stay up there. You see what they promoting? And black folk don't even understand what they're being shown. They don't even understand what they put into your psyche. You don't even understand what they're doing to your mental when they're doing it to your mental. You don't even understand what's going on up there. Every time they show that couple, every time they show that on TV, every time they show you LGBT, it's making it okay. It's making you accept the dysfunction. It's making you, anytime you can tell LGBT it's okay to go into the library and read to my children. Go ahead and start on a children's show. When these LGBT, they already told you we want your children. We after your children. We after your straight children. You don't even understand. You think these people playing with you because they don't come out and threaten you? You think they playing with you? Welcome to the chat. Delirious 88. What's that? 88. Welcome. But you think these people playing with you? They're not playing with you. These people mean you death. And now they're gonna put them on top of you. But then the president of Morehouse, he gave the woman a high position of admissions. Why does she need to come in admissions? Why? Tell me why. I'm just having a hard time with this because I don't think me being a black woman or any black woman or man with a degree can go into Harvard or Yale and get a leadership position. I don't even think they'll let you be the head of the janitors. I don't even they'll let you work as a janitor, but I don't believe that they will let you come in and give you a top-notch head position of admissions or director of admissions or director of anything because they know how they operate and they know that they're not going to give you a high position over their children. I keep telling y'all black folk, you can't teach CRT to our children, but we'll allow them to teach our children about LGBT. So make it make sense, family. Make it make sense. You guys know and see stuff that's dysfunctional, but you'll go along with it. Just like I seen this man yesterday. He had on them booty shorts. I call them booty shorts. What is a straight man got to do with, why would a straight man wear booty shorts? Okay. His girlfriend had them on too. So he had them on. They was twins, right? And I'm looking at him and his girlfriend walking down the street. Of course, he was white. We will allow white folk to direct us into an area that if they want to be dysfunctional, they want to look dysfunctional, but we'll go along with it because we don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't care. My thing is, if it's dysfunctional, I don't care about what I say is hurting your feelings. It doesn't matter because I know that you're out to hurt my culture. I know that you got stuff in place and putting stuff in place that's going to devastate our communities. And we don't understand that. We're so busy trying to be friends with these devils. And I'm telling you what, somebody even wrote me and they said, why you call them devils? I said, because what's their attributes? Who comes to kill, steal, and destroy? The only person that I know comes to kill, steal, and destroy is a devil. So they're his children. God called them serpent people. God called them. He said, you will know them by their fruits. All the fruits that I see from them, it's not good fruit. Somebody asked me, why do I think that all of them are evil? I said, let me just explain it this way. All snakes are not poisonous, right? And I talked about this yesterday. All snakes are not poisonous, but I'm not going to stick my hand into a snake pit to find out which one is. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, because they all mixed in together and I can't tell the good from the bad, I'm going to label them all of what I see and all of what they've done to our generation, our culture, our ancestors was horrible. Let me give you an example. Who cut whose baby out of their pregnant women's stomachs and then stomped on the baby's head? Who does that? Nothing but a devil. Who would burn a person alive after you'd hung them? They're not even dead, but you set their bodies on fire. Nothing but a devil. Who would convict a 14-year-old for killing two white girls? He's 14. He's puny. How are he supposed to handle two white girls at the same time. No, and then they hung the boy. They gave him maybe what, maybe a 2 or 3 hour trial. I don't even think the trial lasted an hour. They convicted that 14-year-old and they electrocuted him. Who does that but a devil? My thing is, you see their attributes. You see what they're doing. Biden came here. Let's bring it up today. Biden told us that we had to get a shot, but then he turned around and told the Afghanistans and the Ukraine to come on. Wasn't no shot required. Is anybody concerned with this? Does anybody see a stinky thinking? Does anybody see something stinky here? I see some stink. I see some stink. Okay. I'm just saying, you're not gonna tell me it's not no fishiness going on. Then they turn around and Biden said, "Oh, we're gonna exempt the judges. We're gonna exempt Pelosi. We're gonna exempt the Congress. We're gonna exempt senators." But you're in a pandemic, what you called it. But you're gonna exempt people. So you mean to tell me that only certain ones are not going to be exempted, but you're going to exempt certain other people? Something ain't right with this cookie. I don't care what you. I'm just going to say something is not right. Something is not right. I'm reading some comments here. They're probably international. Miss Italy and Miss Sweden. Okay, the black women can be Miss Europe. No, do you think 88 that black women can be Miss Europe? We couldn't even be Miss America for years. We just got into where we can be Miss America now. But for years, we couldn't even run. We weren't even runner-ups. Okay. But do you think that we can be Miss Italy and Miss France? Let's try it. I want some black folks that love to do pageants run for Miss Italy, Miss Sweden, and some of these white countries and see if you make it. I'm just saying. I guarantee you we won't. And 88, I think you know that. Huh. I'm just saying. And we make excuses why it's okay. There's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this. And there's definitely not an excuse for that. This right here really pisses me off right here. You got a white woman over my babies, over our black boys. Make it make sense. There's nothing you could say to make sense of this. Nothing. But people don't see the bigger picture. We don't see what's really going on, do we? Y'all black folk better wake up before it's too late. Enough is enough. I don't, and we keep, and you got so many black folk that's in leadership positions that make excuses why it's okay. Why is this okay? Nothing. You don't see anything wrong with this. You don't have any qualified black men or women that you could put over our black boys. Are you serious? I guarantee you that president is sleeping with her. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what you say. That president of that Morehouse University, he needs to be fired immediately. Immediately. And he's doing it because of, I think he's also doing it because of money, because I know the government is not giving them a lot of money. Biden cut the HBCU money in half. And then, so where's that money going to? Oh, I forgot. It went to Ukraine. I forgot. He took the monies from the HBCUs and sent it to Afghanistan and sent it to Ukraine, right? Okay. Because he gave Ukraine, what, billions, almost like trillions of dollars? Okay. That was part of our reparation money. You won't give it to black folk in America, but you'll turn around and give it to people that's not even born here. They have nothing. We have nothing to do with Ukraine, but you gave them trillions of dollars. But like you said, a lot of American money is going to overseas to these different countries for aid. A lot of the U.S. money, but you cannot give. You'll tell a black folk we ain't got no money, but you got the money for everybody else in other countries to people that's not even born here before you give it to us. Something's wrong with that picture. Make it make sense. But you got anything you want to say about this, D? About this Haitian? This really pisses me off. I'm serious. They're right here. How you gonna represent Haiti? Please tell me. I don't understand. I really don't. They ought to be ashamed of themselves for even picking her. They ought to be ashamed. There shouldn't be a white person trying to represent nothing black. You don't know what it is to be black. That's almost just like me trying to tell somebody what a strawberry tastes like when I ain't never tried one. I'm just saying. All I can tell you is it's red. Or it's, I don't even know if it's juicy. I just know it's red. But you still want me to represent that strawberry. And what you want me to say about it? What can I say about it? What can I say about it? I really wouldn't know what to say about it. I can't tell you how it tastes. I don't know what that strawberry has gone through to grow. I don't know how you plant a strawberry. I don't know nothing about strawberry, but I can look it up and read it. But really, for me to really live it, I couldn't live it because I'm not a strawberry. I've never been a strawberry. I don't really like strawberries. I'll eat them, but I'm just saying, but I can't really tell you the heart to heart of a strawberry and how it grow because I don't care enough to look it up. I don't really care, but I'm gonna go ahead and walk this position, and that's what it looks like to me. She's gonna walk in this position, not knowing nothing about black culture, not knowing nothing about how hard it is for our black boys. But I guarantee you, that they're gonna keep on introducing them boys to LGBT. What you bet? I guarantee you that she gonna convince them how great white folk is. I guarantee you that how great white women are because I want to white you out because they need us to survive. We don't even understand how serious this problem is. They need you to supply to survive, family. Why do you think they are in this abortion thing? They're making it illegal for them to abort their babies. Why do you think that? Because they know by 20, Biden told you, he said by 2045, ain't that what he said? By 2045, they're going to be absolutely, they're going to be done. He said, we're going to be, they're already minorities. You just don't know it. They're not going to tell you. But of course, we're not going to understand it. If white folk don't tell us truth, we don't buy it. If black folk come and tell you, like I'm telling you, they're already in minorities or we need our own political party, people look at us and say, but it's only 12%. How in the heck is it only 12% when we've been here 500 years? You mean we've not had any babies? Out of all these years, everybody come here, have babies, and they grow to a statue amount. But black folk, they're going to tell you for 500 years, you stay in at 12%. Y'all sound like some fools to me. I don't understand how come you don't believe anything unless they tell you. It's more of us than it is to them, you guys. They just don't want you to believe it. So of course they're gonna keep your numbers low. Of course they're gonna tell you it's only 12% of you. We ain't never had no babies. You mean to tell me now one baby was born from slavery to now, and we still at 12%? Are you serious? Come on, you guys. We multiply like roaches. I'm just saying. And the Mexicans and came over here, been over here since what 1970 something, 1970, what is 72, 73? They started letting Mexicans come in, and now all of a sudden they outranked us. It's like so much more of them, but they only been here a short time, but we've been here 500 years and it's on 12%. Does that make sense? Make it make sense, family. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It don't make sense to me, but I guess it makes sense to you, so it's okay. I'm just saying it makes sense to you. So my thing is, let's really get down and understand what's really going on here. Okay, they're putting white faces. They whitewash everything. They whitewash our history. Hold on. Let me say this one thing. When I say they need us to survive, their men are low birth rate. They're not having babies. Okay, and with some of these white women, they're choosing careers over babies. Just like in Italy, they were trying to pay these Italians to go back home. They said because Italy is dying, there's more older people in Italy now. A lot of Italians have moved to America, so they were trying to bribe them to come back. They said, if you come back and have a baby, we're going to give you a house. Okay, and they're going to pay you to come back. They're going to pay you, give you a house, and of course some money. Okay, this is how desperate they are. They already know that they're the minority. Biden already told you guys that they were the minorities. Why do you think he told you that you were going to have to deal with the Mexicans? Because they are setting this thing up now so that we'll have to work along with the Mexicans. We don't have to work with anybody. We can do our own thing, but we have to understand and know what it's all about for us. Who are they minority to? They're minority to us. It's more of us than them. You don't believe that it's more of us than them? Add it up. We've been here 500 years and we've not grown any. We can have our own political party and vote as a block and win. We just don't understand the power we possess. I'm reading y'all comments. Okay, I believe that. I believe that. And guess who cursed it? God don't even want them diabolical devils to be reproducing themselves. God don't even want them diabolical demons to reproduce. That's why he closed them white women's wombs. But you have to understand, black men are having babies with these diabolical devils, and black women are having their babies. Okay, and we're recreating another culture that's going to end up being an enemy to black people. Let me explain what I say and why I say that. Now, a lot of these mixed babies who have white mothers, I talked a little bit about this yesterday, who have white mothers tend to be more prone to the white side of the family, more so than the black side, right? So they're listening to their white mothers downgrade these black folk, and they're thinking, man, if they feel like this about black folk, I'm not going to dare to go over there because they hear how their family feels about black people. So that's why they tend to marry white. So after 3 generations of marrying white, you white yourself out, black family. Y'all don't even understand. They need to survive. They have to have help to survive. I did a show probably maybe a year ago, and I talked about the plan, and I talked about how South Africa president back in the day, how they was talking about how they set aside a certain type of women that they have, and they train them to date black men. They train their poor white women who want to live amongst wealthiness, who wants to marry a man with money. A white rich man won't marry a poor white woman, right? Listen to me. But our black men who are NFL, who are NBAs, they have money, right? So they go after the rich black men, so they still get to live that life that they've always wanted to live. Look at Dr. Dre's wife. He was married to her 20 years. He married this woman, right? Am I Dr. Dre, right? Yeah, okay. Look at the situation with him and his wife. After 22 years, now they're going through a divorce. She's getting over half of his wealth, right? Y'all don't understand how this thing works. Help me out here. I'm reading some comments. Okay. Um, yes, they're gonna take up the mantle. Yes, 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 yes. Bakari says that's good answer. Most time I ask that question, black people group themselves with everybody else. Don't play. I don't group myself with nobody. I don't say the black and brown nothing because I never hear them saying black and brown. I always hear Asians, and I always hear Mexicans say Mexicans. They don't say, oh, us black and brown. They don't never include us in their answers. Black folk is the only one that include everybody in their answers. And then they'll look and say, oh, well, Biden got, we so used to get nothing. We so used to having nothing. We so used to Biden not doing anything for us that guess what? We don't even understand that he's not doing anything just for black people. We'll say, well, we're getting it because the Asians getting it. We get it. We'll get some of it because the Indians get it. We'll get some of it because the Italians get it. We'll get something because the Mexicans get it. Why can't we get something because of we getting it? Why can't we get our own? Why can't we have our own? But that's not what we do. We'll be okay sharing it with somebody else. We share everything else with everybody else. You have to understand the mentality. They afraid to even mention the word black. They don't, but you have to understand where that comes from. That comes from the mind. What's that report that was written during Nixon Day, and it talked about why black folk riot. And they told them, they said, don't ever. It's called quid pro quo. Quid pro quo, and Dr. Claude Anderson talked about this. Never promise black folk anything. So if you don't do anything for them, they won't get mad because you ain't never promised them nothing. That's why they barely want to mention black people. You see them, they never mention us unless they're going to mention us with the black and brown people, right? Or the blue and green people, right? I'm just saying they don't never mention black folk by themselves, or they'll say people of color. Black folk, let me educate you something. Let me help you out here. Stop mentioning yourself as people of color. We're not people of color, because when you lump yourself, that's a white supremacy word. When you lump yourself with people of color, you're not talking about yourself. When they say people of color, they're talking about everybody else but black people. So when you hear a white person say, oh, people of color, look at them and say, oh, you mean black people? If they say, yeah, then say black people. I don't know who you're talking about when you say people of color. I'm not people of color. Or if you want to say Negroes, that's who we are. That's what the Bible called us, Negroes. Look up the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, and they'll tell you Sham, Ham, and Negroes. We're called Negroes. You have to understand why they called us Negroes. We're different. We have been chosen and set aside and set apart for a reason. People don't understand that. If you know your history, you know where you came from, you know that you are the chosen, and you'll understand why they call you Negroes and why you're called Sham. But everybody, that's another story for another day. But I also want to talk about, I'm reading your comments. I also want to talk about this story where this is my next. I want to talk a little bit about this, and I'm going to keep on showing you how dangerous these people are. Read this story. Read this. Read this. I want you to read this. 6 members of Haitian Special Olympics team goes missing in Florida. Where are they, family? Where are they? 6 members. Okay. I'm gonna try to show you. A picture. Okay. All 6 men appear turned up room keys and left behind their personal bags and belongings, according to the sheriff's office. Now, listen, you're not gonna tell me the police is not in on this. Okay. I'm just saying. That's you're not gonna tell me the police is not in on this. You see that, right? We're gonna read a little more, but I want to show you another story. I want you to look, remember this one, okay? Remember this one. But look at this one too. Look at this one. Now, this one happened in 2018, 17. Okay, 2017. This happened. Look at this. Two of six African teens who went missing. Oh, Jesus, get out of there. Okay, look at that. They were part of a competition, a robotic competition. And they said, now the police said, I'm gonna read both of these stories, okay? We're gonna just read. I'm gonna start with this one. This one happened in 2017. Listen to this. Look at the title, and you believe this right here, okay? Who said this? Did you talk to the teens? Have you talked to their parents? Nobody's talked to any of the teens, and nobody's talked to their parents since 2006, 17. You still don't know where the teens are. They said, the police officers said this is where they are with no evidence. So guess what? If the police said, I'm white and I say so, then we're going to take their word for it, right? Nobody said, nobody kicked up nobody even talking about this. Nobody's talking about the other one where the other six came up missing. Nobody's saying anything because the police officer said, oh, the police officer said that they are in Canada. They're in Canada. What they doing in Canada? How did they get to Canada? Who took them there? They came from Africa. How do they know how to get to Canada? Let's talk about this. Nobody is making a mess about this. Nobody, this didn't know, no coverage. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. These are my babies right here. They said two were found. Two African teens missing after competition found. Two of them. What are the other four? And did you talk to the two? Now this heading is very questionable. Let me read it to you. Hold on. Let me read it to you. I'm gonna read some comments. Yes, 88. I'm reading your comments. White pastor tried to put. Yeah, we did that show yesterday. Pull that up. Yeah, he tried to poison the water in Africa. Yeah, I did a show on it yesterday. You need to go to it. Watch that one. Watch that replay after this one. But he got caught planning it. He got planning. Who was he planning it with? That's what you need to understand. He got caught planning it. Somebody did it. He got caught planning it. But who else was working with him and who's carrying it out? That's another question for another day. But let's go. I'm gonna keep focus here. Okay. This is what's known about six African teens who came to DC to participate in a robotic competition and disappeared on the last day of the event. They disappeared. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, that's a question. Now they said two were found, but we never saw the two. Where are they? Did you have a news conference to show us their faces? Did you have a news conference to say, hey, where were you? Did you have a news conference to say, where are the other four? Did you have a news conference when you found these two? You didn't have a news conference, but you're going to tell me two. You found two. Where are they? I haven't seen them. So I'm going to take your word for it. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Okay. Hordes of teenagers display colors and flags from 157 countries cheered wildly in DAR Constitution Hall on Tuesday afternoon, exhausted and exhilarated from 2 days of robotic competition. Somewhere on the packed auditorium floor, six teenagers from Burundi, Africa, quietly slipped away amidst the closing gala. They quietly slipped away. Where did they go? They quietly slipped away. Where did they go? Come on, let's finish. DC, now listen to this. DC police said. Who said? DC police. You mean the same police that are shooting us dead in the street? The same police that when they see a body hanging on trees, they say, oh, they committed suicide. But ain't no chair, ain't nothing there that's going to lift them up. So what did they do when they committed suicide? How did they get up there? Tell me, where's the chair at? Where's something that lifted them up there to hang themselves? But you telling me it's an accident. But I'm going to believe you because you white and I say so. Okay, but you got a body hanging on a tree, but I don't see no way. How did they get up there? Did they fly? How did they get up there? You ain't got no chairs around, no evidence that it was nothing, but it was a suicide. Ask McKinley, what's her name? Melissa McKinley about her son, who saw her son hanging on a tree in her backyard, and they said it was a suicide. She said, "What? No, nothing, no evidence. How did he get up there? How do you just hang yourself?" They said the boy, his hands was clenched like fists. He had bruises on his face, pants pulled down. Whose attributes is to pull your pants down when they hang you, family? They've been doing this for years. Nobody in her family knew how to do a noose. Black folk don't know how to tie no noose, do we? But his pants was pulled down to his knees, past his knees. He had clenched fists. His head was down, and he said bruises all over his face. But it was an accident. It was suicide. It was suicide. That's what they told the woman. Oh, it's suicide. Did you investigate it? Oh, no, but it's suicide. Let's continue. Don't play with me. I'm smarter than that. DC police said the 16 to 18-year-olds from the small African country were long gone by the time their chaperone reported them missing earlier Wednesday. Hold on. I'm sorry, family. Hold on. Let's go back over that. They were long gone by the time their chaperone reported them missing. How come it took her so long? Or how it was a man. How come it took him so long to report those children missing? One. No, that's actually two questions. Okay. Wednesday, okay. Police said later posted their photos on the internet. By the time the chaperone reported them missing early Wednesday, and police later posted their photos on the internet. By Thursday morning, police said, listen to this, Don Sherrill, whoever, 16, that's his name, the baby's name. I didn't mean to say whatever. I thought he was going to talk about somebody else. But Don Sherrill Ngabiri, 16, and Audrey, I can't pronounce these last names. Please forgive me, not trying to disrespect them or anything, were in Canada, listen, with friends or family, and the other 4 were somewhere in the U.S., not yet with relatives, but believed to be safe. Let me read that again in case you didn't hear me. Listen to me closely. We ain't seen no pictures. We ain't seen the youth, but the police told us. These are the same police that look at your body and say, oh, it's suicide, but you hanging from a bridge. You hanging from a light post in Walmart. But they said, oh, it's suicide, but you ain't got nothing around you to help you to get up there on that pole, but they trying to tell you that it's suicide. Let me continue. By Thursday morning, police said Don, 16, and Audrey, 17, were in Canada with friends or family. How come you didn't know the difference who they was with? Was it friends or family? Which one? You said with friends or family. I don't know which one. But then you talk to somebody in Canada? Then you talk to that friend or that family? Did you ask who they were? Did you ask them if they was a friend or a foe or a family member? Who did you talk to? Give us a name of who you talked to. Don't just tell me they safe. They in Canada with either a friend or a relative, but you don't tell me who they with. You didn't tell me who you talked to. You didn't show me a picture of these babies, but you gonna tell me because you the police that they're safe. Oh, just like those people hanging on trees that committed suicide, did you say? Just like Danye, his mama said he's the one suicidal, but the police said it's suicide. But he got his pants pulled down to his knees. Come on, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. So you ain't take no pictures. You didn't let us see the boy. You didn't let us see Audrey or Don, right? You just came and said, oh, they safe in Canada with friends or family. But you can't tell us who was the friend, who was the family, what's their name? What's the name? You can't tell me that, right? Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. I'm gonna bust some more holes in your story. And you wonder why I call them diabolical devils. My prayer is that everybody, every law enforcement agency, law enforcement period, every police, every judge, every lawyer, every DA that's not doing their job, that has something to do with a Black person's being missing, a Black person, somebody else getting away with their murder, or they put them up on false charges and they gave them a lot of jail time. My prayer is that the revenge not only get them, but their family members for 1,000 generations, for 10 generations at least. My thing is, I'm tired of what I'm seeing and nobody does anything about it. Black folk aren't even outraged. Why are you outraged about this? Why aren't you doing your homework to find out where these babies at? Who friends? What friends for one? Or what family? And was they friends or family? Which ones? And where are they pictures? Show me them now today. I want to hear them say, oh, we in Canada. So they're in Canada and Africa ain't gonna come. Their parents in Africa, their parents not coming to get them. You just gonna tell me they in Canada. Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Okay. Okay. I hope y'all got the message right. Okay, I'll move forward. How and why the students or other orchestrated what appears, let me go back. How and why the students or others orchestrated what appears to authorities as a well planned but very secret bid for possible asylum in Canada, and the US remains a mystery. But you told me, policeman, that they was in Canada with their family or friends. You didn't know who. You didn't get no names. You didn't get no phone number. So how are you telling me they're in Canada? How are you telling me they're with family members? How are you telling me that they're in Canada? Did you see them? Did you talk to them? Who told you they was in Canada? Who told you they was with a family member? Who told you they was with a friend that you don't know which one? Who told you? Okay. But you want me to believe what you telling me. These babies ain't in Canada. Where's the other four at? That's two. What other four that you say in Canada? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at, family? Why are we not outraged about this? This is undiagnosed mental illness where we will still believe police officers that come up, you come up there with all the time. They shot that boy in Patrick in the back of his head. Now they bringing that officer up on manslaughter charges. Okay, manslaughter. What happened to murder? First degree murder, manslaughter. They either always call themselves not guilty, or they'll give them a lesser charge. They don't give them what they would give you. But I'm just saying. So authorities said neither the student nor the relatives could be reached. Did you hear that? Neither the students nor the relatives could be reached. But how do you know, like I said, that they were with family members or friends? How do you know that? You said you couldn't get into. Y'all better understand what's going on here. Them kids still missing. They didn't traffic them kids, or they just stole their body parts for melanin, because they know that them African people don't know nothing about America. They don't know how them white folk operate over here. They done went over there and got them babies, and they done bought them over here, and they done took them babies, and they done trafficked them babies and stole their body parts. You're not gonna tell me that they didn't do no harm to these babies. And I hope everybody that had a hand in their death, I hope they don't. I hope and pray that their lineage is cursed. I hope and pray that their lineage, their children's for 1,000 generations is cursed for touching God's chosen. I hope and pray, that is my prayer, that everybody in this country who is doing dirt to Black people, who has killed a Black person, not just them pay, but their lineages pay for generations to come. That is my prayer, and that should be your prayer also. You touch mine. You touch mine, your lineage for generations is not going to be okay. For generations to come. Let me finish. I hope y'all listening. Listen with your ears what I'm saying. I know I'm trying to break this thing down. I need y'all to hear. Listen, they told you that these kids were okay, didn't they? Then they say in the next breath, what? Neither the students nor their relatives could be reached. And the organizers of the competition and a representative of the Burundi embassy called their disappearance a surprise. But you're not going to tell me those representative, the competition, the competitors, the people that bought them from Africa, you're not going to tell me they didn't have no hand in their disappearance. You're not going to tell me if they white. You're not going to tell me they didn't have no hand in it. First golden, two of the six missing African teens crossed border into Canada. What's your proof? What's the proof? The first global challenge robotic competition is run by Joe Ses. I'm gonna get that name because I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna do a story on him. Joe, that he's white. Look at the last name, Sestak. Okay, Joe Esteke, whoever he is. Welcome, William Wilbur Powell. Welcome, 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 welcome. Now you're not gonna tell me. Listen, come on. I want y'all to help me out. The first global challenge robotic competition is run by a white guy, Joseph Sestak. I want somebody to look his name up and tell me if he's black or white. A former Navy admiral and congressman. A statement from his spokesman, Jose Escada, said the group may have self-initiated the disappearance. Did you hear what they just said? They gonna blame the group. They gonna blame the people. They're not gonna blame themselves. They call themselves. They do stuff. Then call themselves not guilty. They not gonna blame themselves because these babies can't speak for themselves. So if I trafficked you or I'm taking your body parts, I'm gonna put it on you. So then ain't nobody even gonna look for you because you wanted to disappear. You didn't ran away. You didn't want it to come to Canada. You didn't want it to leave. You wanted to leave Africa because it's so bad, but you wanted to come to America because it's so much better for you. But you come up missing. Okay, let me come on. Let's keep on going. Joe Jose Escada said the group may have self-initiated the disappearance, noting that the students had taken their clothes from their dorm at Trinity Washington University and left their room key behind. Listen, remember that? Remember that? That whole sentence I just read. I want y'all to remember that for the next story. Remember that. Help me out. The statement says the coach, whatever Bunda left Constitution Hall Tuesday. Now look at this. The coach here. Let's look at the coach. I'm gonna look up the coach. Kanesius. Last name Bindaba. I'm gonna look them people up. Okay. Left Constitution Hall Tuesday evening without the teens, assuming they had returned to the dorm. But you're gonna go to the dorm and take their clothes out of me and say, "Oh, they took their clothes and they returned the key." Show me who returned the key. Did you sign for the key? They took their clothes. Of course you're gonna go take their clothes because I gotta make it work. I gotta make you think that when I tell you that they disappeared and they went to Canada, they took their clothes. Okay, leave the clothes behind. So they go to the room, get their clothes out. So then when I tell them they disappeared, they're gonna believe, and I'm gonna tell them that they moved to Canada. I'm gonna tell them they ran away to Canada, and I'm gonna tell them that a family member or a relative they said they're safe. We don't know which one they are. We're gonna just have to do the story, but we're gonna make sure that they understand that those clothes were not in that room. So we're gonna make it look like the teens took off and ran. Okay, come on. But they were trafficked, or their body parts are gone. Let's talk. Let's finish. Okay. So y'all hope y'all with me here. I'm not trying to make this long. I'm breaking it down so y'all can understand it. Okay, so he left the Constitution Hall Tuesday evening without the teens, assuming they had returned to the dorm on a different shuttle bus. On a different shuttle bus. On a different shuttle bus. And only later discovered they were gone. After a search, Sesteke called police shortly after midnight. Shortly after, why it take you so long to call police? Okay, let's go on. Wednesday, the statement said there was security in the dorm and to shuttle the students to events. Okay, the statement said there was security at the dorms and to shuttle the students to events. So how did they get to where they're going? If you telling me they went to Canada, how did they get there? How did they get there? There was no Amber Alert, no missing persons. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Somebody with me. Okay. Gotcha. Somebody with me. Okay. Speaking over WhatsApp from Kenya, stopped on his trip home. Bindua said he had heard new rumors that the teens might have plans to stay in the U.S. Wait a minute. Didn't they just say they went to Canada? Okay, hold on. But he hoped they were not true. I just tried to build some kind of trust, hoping they were just rumors, he said. I feel cheated and disappointed by those who planned this behind my back. I'm disgusted by him. I'm disgusted. Y'all need to read up on that man. I bet you he had something to do with this six that got taken. We're going to do that story in a minute. I'm not trying to make this live long, but I want y'all to hang in there. In addition to Inga Berra and, oh, I can't pronounce these names, please forgive me. Richard Ironk, 18, Kevin, 17, Nice, 17, and Aristotide, 18, also were reported missing. Y'all with me? Trying to calm down. Youth at the competition won by Team Europe built robots that sorted blue and orange balls, meant to stimulate clean and contaminated water. Burundi Embassy First Counselor Benjamin somebody said his office did not know the 16s were in the U.S. Did you hear? How did they get out of the country? Did they have passports? How do you know? If you aren't you supposed to know who's coming in and out of your country? How did those kids get out of that country? Did they have passports? How did they not know those kids were out of the country? Don't you have to clear it through your country if you leave in that country to come to America? But you're gonna tell me you didn't know they were gone? Something stinks here. But let me continue. He didn't know. His office did not know the 6 students were in the U.S. until informed to whoever the escort was, informed him they had disappeared. Y'all keep messing with these crackers. I keep telling y'all, quit going hunting with them by yourself. Quit messing with these folks. We want to make sure the team members are in safe hands. Maruska said in an interview, that is our wish. But he added, I am surprised the entire team left. I don't know if they planned this or maybe had some relatives help. Many people from Burundi came to the U.S. for conferences, but they go home. Okay. The robotic competition had run into a problem even before. Listen, the Burundi team left when a team from Afghanistan was initially barred from getting visas. Listen, U.S. officials are weary of approving visa requests to some groups of scholarship students, academic fellow followers, and teachers afraid they might not return home. Did you hear that? Okay. That could be 2 ways. Either they're going to get trafficked or they're going to be body parts, but they don't need their body parts. Afghanistan, they got African body parts because our melanin is more valuable than yours. I'm just saying. So they can let theirs come over here, don't matter. But they will put them in sex trafficking. So we already know what's going on. U.S. weary of granting visas to some academic groups, fearing they won't go home. Burundi has been roiled by civil war. Now they're getting ready to make it bad and help you to understand why these teens didn't want to go back home. So they're going to further help you to understand or make you believe that these students had in fact just disappeared and went to Canada and didn't want to go back to their own native land, but they want to stay in a racist country like America and Canada. They would really just want to live among racism instead of being around their safe parents in their own country. So you want me to believe that they wanted to stay in racist America more so than go back to their own country, who's doing a whole lot better than America. Okay, I'm gonna pass on that one. Burundi has been roiled by civil war and reports of human rights abuse, like America. We don't have human rights abuse here. Okay. In 2015, Burundi president, the former Hutu rebelled leader Pierre, successfully sought re-election to a 3rd term. Mass protests organized by the opposition were put down, and the climate grew more repressive after an attempt of coup in May 25th, 2015. Let me tell you something about them coups. I'm going to tell you what I would do if I was president. I'm going to just tell you how I would handle that. I would be president. I would put it already in writing that if something was to happen to me, that not only would you find out who was behind it, I want every person that was involved in that coup, I want their families, their lineages to die. Listen to me while I say what I say, because you got to stop these coups. Sometimes the government of other countries pay these people because they're poor, and they're gonna pay them money to start a rebellion or a civil war in their country, and they do it for white supremacy because they don't like because the person that's over them is crooked, and the white supremacy is supporting that person. And this is why Africa's in the predicament they're in, because you have black presidents that have people up over them, that they cannot do anything for their own people, else they would get killed, they would die, or they'll start, somebody will be sent in to start in a coup. But my thing is, the first president that said, if something happens to me, the person that behind my murder, you destroy their lineage, their family, you destroy their kids, their grandkids, their great grandkids, their uncles, and everybody connected to that person. You let them watch, and then you kill them. I'm just saying, this is how you stop the coups. It's ways of dealing with people to stop stuff in their tracks. And I guarantee you, just like the boy that killed the Haiti president, if his lineage would come up dead, I guarantee you, not another person will come up with a coup against another African president. You got to learn how to deal with this stuff yourself and stop waiting on white folk to do it for you. But let's keep reading. I'm just saying, this is how we deal with it, because they do stuff in their country to stop other presidents, just like the Tanzania president. He said, I'm not giving my people that the shot. Okay, we're not gonna say that. I'm not gonna give that to my people. He didn't, because he understood what it was about. They came in there and killed him. Somebody should have took care of that person that killed him. Somebody should took care of him. Took care of that man that brought up that coup, or who assassinated him, because his family members were still in Tanzania. His family was still in Africa, right? Okay, you handle that. I'm not condoning violence, but I am condoning that you do something about these coups when they send in people to start stuff with these African countries, because the African country won't go along with their bull with America's bull. Come on, help me out here. I'm reading. Lance, welcome. Of any group other than black, these men, yes, would have been front. Yes, exactly. But it's not even front page with black folk. This is what I don't understand. Okay, but let's keep on. Yes, and thank you for joining, Lance. Ask why, Wilbur. Thank you for joining, you guys. Okay. Like and share, like and share, like and share. Hit the notification bell so you'll know that when I'm here next time, because I try to do on Sundays. But I did a story yesterday. I want you guys to look that story up. And we talked a lot about the Morehouse College, that white woman that they got in charge of admissions. Yeah, I went in on that one. Okay. But I'm just trying to help y'all to understand what's going on in the black community, and why we don't have an issue with white folk coming in and taking over. They don't come in and join. Just like my foundation. They can give, but they can't have a seat on the board. I don't need nobody taking over nothing over here. You can give. I'm gonna put the link in there, because I'm trying to do some things with the foundation. But yeah, you can't join. You can't no, you can't come in and take over. You can give to the foundation, but you can't have a seat on the board. I'm just saying. Okay, the State Department issued a traveling warning in June, asking Americans of political tensions, politicians, and criminal violence, and the potential for civil unrest. This warning stated that the rebels forces ex-combat and youth gangs from Congo had reportedly attacked and kidnapped civilians, while armed groups from have ambushed vehicles. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing America say about no other country. You don't even talk about your own coups. You don't even talk about your own youth, the thug terrorists that you got bringing up here in America, and you try to talk about another country. Please, you talk about another country's inhumane treatment of others when you don't know how to treat black people in this country. Please, give me a break. They're always trying to bring out somebody else's dirt. Let's talk about your dirt, America. Oh yeah, I forgot. You bring on that other person. You try to make that person look bad, just like you try to make these kids look bad. Why they wanted to come and run in America, because their country is so bad. Like America's so much better. America, you got a lot of nerves. You got a lot of nerves. The kettle trying to call the pot trying to call the kettle black. Okay, whatever. Hundreds of people have been killed, and hundreds of people have been killed here too during slavery, after slavery, even now. Over 3,000 black men or black people have been murdered last year. Look up that number. When America got the nerve to say hundreds of people have been killed, hundreds of people here in America, hundreds of black people here in America have been killed, and hundreds more have disappeared, and hundreds more of black people, black women and children here in America have been disappeared, right? Okay, now you're trying to tell us about Congo, but you got the same stuff going on here in America. Let me finish. Hundreds of people have been killed over there including in America, and hundreds more have disappeared. Allegedly, the work of Burundi security forces, allegedly, the work of the government here in this country, the presidents, the police officers, hundreds. And you got traffickers that's coming in, and you're not going to tell me that DC, those congressmen and senators don't have something to do with, Hillary, her past. Okay. So you're not going to tell me that the government in DC does not have anything to do with these children coming up missing. That's a story for another day. We're going to get on that one, but we're going to continue on for now. Okay. They say in the past 2 years, more than 400,000 people have fled the country, according to human rights activists. Now you want to make it seem like it's okay while those babies have disappeared. Oh, they wanted to get away from such a bad circumstance in their own country, and they wanted to run to a country that's doing the same thing. That doesn't make it make sense, family. Make it make sense. But let's continue. Pat Jones, the executive director of Immigrants Outreach Services and nonprofit based in St. Michael Matthew's Catholic Church. Catholic Church, we know what the Catholic Church stands for, right? Okay, pedophilia, homosexuality, LGBT. Yeah, okay. Called the Burundi students brave and said their families could face persecution if they knew or helped the teens flee. She said it is difficult for Burundi to obtain a visa to the United States. So did you hear what I just read? She said it is, come on. She said it is difficult for a Burundi to obtain a visa to the United States. Tell me how did those 6 kids get to the United States without a visa? Who got them visas? Did they have visas? Was they smuggled here? How did they get to this country without a visa? If this lady is telling you it's hard for a Burundi students to obtain a visa to the United States, and there are worries within the struggling country about talented people leaving and creating a brain drain. What does that mean, brain drain? Maybe they were coached in some way, says Jones. Now, they're not going to look at the people who they came with. They continuously to look at the students. Just like here in this country, you don't blame the gunman. You blame the victim that the gunman shot, and you blame that victim of why they dead. Then they blame, okay, I'm just saying, when a black person gets shot in this country, they blame the victim, especially if the police officer shoot him. You want to bring out all the bad on that person, but you don't bring out Derek Chauvin, his criminal past of how long he was a police officer and all the cases that came up against him. But you talked about George Floyd, his background. Okay, I'm just saying, maybe they were coached in some way, said Jones, who's the lady that's representing, okay, whose group helped people from more than 140 countries seek asylum for other help, okay? Or perhaps they knew a family here and leaving made sense. I think it would have to be pretty well coordinated. Okay, but where's the others? You said the other 2 were found, but the other 4 were not. So where are they? Okay, let's continue. Burundi said he was proud of bringing the Burundian teams to an international stage. Okay, my dream was to achieve something no one has done before in my country. Excuse me. He wrote over WhatsApp to come up with the first robot build in Burundi kids was a sign of hope to me and my beloved country as well. Okay. Now, MS-13 gains recruits and power in U.S. as teens surge across U.S. Facebook to say it should. Y'all not understanding this, do you? Okay, that was the one story. Okay, that was the one story that we had. Now let's continue. Now you read that okay? You heard what they said. Now those kids are safe, but we haven't heard. You ain't heard nothing from these babies. Okay, you ain't heard nothing from them, right? Let's see what this is gonna say. Y'all hanging there with me. I'm gonna see if it's gonna talk for me or not. I don't want this ad. Do the ad after the ad. I just want to see what they're gonna say. Okay, here we go. Shoot.
Inshabora means where there's willing is also ability. They've lived by this mantra from day one, and their grit will serve them well in the coming days.
Are you reading? The teams took part in the first global. Okay, I missed that one. The 3 days competition kicked off on July 16 with teams representing 157 nations. The teams came to the nation's capital from Burundi, a small East African country. There's Burundi, Tanzania, Africa is all them little bitty to the United States. Now, how did they get here? They went to DC, and you know the DC is the capital. They were last seen July 18th, shortly before the event closed. You mean ain't no cameras there? The group was reported missing in December. DC police in July 19th. Look at the group missing. Where them babies at? Look at them. 17. Nice. Richard, Kevin, Audrey, and Don, and Hostility. Where they at? Global First issued a statement saying the adult mentors could not find the team members. DC 20th, July 20th, DC police said two of the teens had crossed into Canada and were safe. Who told them that? What's the proof? Did you see a picture of the teens? These are two. Police identified them as Audrey and Don. Okay, where they at? Did we see them? Where they at? Well, I don't see a picture of them. I don't see them talking. Four other teens are believed to be in safe hands, but authorities declined to provide for the. Why you can't provide further? Hold on. So they don't say nothing. The teens' native country has been rolled by civil war, complaints of human rights abuse. Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You want to make it seem like it's okay because they country going through the same thing that black folk here in America is going through. So you want to make us believe that it's okay. I got one more story for you, and then I'm done. I really don't want to make this a whole. I'm gonna try to get through this one without any. Now you see this one, right? Look at that. Oh, that's six Haiti Special Olympic teams go missing in Florida. Look at this, the same thing, right? This happened in 2017. Now we got another one in 2022. Okay, 5 of the 6 men missing men are non-special Olympics. Okay, 5 of them. Okay, 5. Let's see if we can get any. We're gonna get something here or what? Let's see what's it gonna tell us. Okay, I want the ad after the ad. Let's skip the ad. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on, family. Let's hear. Progressive symptoms of decline. Oh, Jesus. I thought, get out of here. I'm trying to get. Okay, it's not going. Okay, hold on. Let me see if it's going to let us. Is it going to let us go into. Hold on. Let me see. No, that's not it. I thought it was going to tell us something about you, preschool teacher, allegedly abusive students. See, boy, that's why y'all need your own schools. You see, the surveillance video shows preschool teacher allegedly abusing the students. Okay, but y'all want them to come in and continue teaching your babies. Okay, so obviously we don't have a listen to this article. It's a minute. Hold on, let me see if we can listen to it. Hold on, let me see.
6 members of Haitian Special Olympics team go missing in Florida. 5 of the 6 missing men are non-Special Olympics athletes. 6 members of the Haitian Special Olympics men's soccer team, including 1 intellectually handicapped athlete and 6 non-Special Olympics athletes, went missing on Monday in Florida. The Special Olympics USA Games are being held at Epson's Worldwide Sports Complex in Kissimmee, Florida, between June 5th and June 12th this year, uniting some 5,500 athletes and coaches from all 50 states and the Caribbean. The Osceola County Sheriff's Office is actively investigating a missing persons case involving members of the Haitian delegation participating in the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, the Osceola Sheriff's Office told Fox News Digital in a statement. We are in communication with Walt Disney World.
Walt Disney World, we know what they're about, pedophilia, homosexuality, right? Walt Disney World is about pedophilia, homosexuality. We know that. So were they connected to Walt Disney World? Let's continue. Walt Disney, you already know their past. Look them up. If you don't, look them up. A whole lot of people over the years have come in and out of Walt Disney, and they've talked about Walt Disney, how perverted Walt Disney, the whole Walt Disney is, and all of those pictures, how they've had a lot to do with sexual potty parts. You guys need to do the research on Walt Disneyland. That's what made me look at this thing. When they said Walt Disney was in on it, I already know what happened to those 6. They've been trafficked. They're done. They've been trafficked. I'm telling you, but let's continue. Let's continue.
Special Olympics and our law enforcement and federal partners. Ancient Mithon, Nicholson Funtilas, Peter Burlas, Anderson Pettyfrere, Stevenson Jacket, and Oral Jean were last seen around 2:30 p.m. Monday at 701 S. Victory Way in Kissimmee, the Osceola Sheriff's Office said in a press release. All 6 men apparently turned in their room keys and left behind their personal bags and belongings.
Okay. They turned in. Now, this is worse than the first one. At least the first one, they did take the clothes out the room. This one saying they left everything, didn't take nothing, and turned in their room key. Why not just take the key with you? Why you need to turn the room key in? Show me a picture of who turned their room key in. You got cameras in the hotel, right? Show me. Show me all of them going to that room. Show me all of them. Show me who turned in the room key. That's why I said so we are supposed to believe that special need kids plotted some kind of international escape from their home country. I'm calling BS. I'm trying to call it right now. That's why. We believe anything police tell us, don't we? Just like that mom whose son came up missing said, the police said, da, 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 da. And I'm looking at her like, you believe the police? You believe what they telling you? Now they turned in their room key, but they're going to leave their clothes behind. Does that make sense to you? See, these white folk do stupid stuff that don't make sense to nobody but them. That don't even make sense. Show me on camera who turned that key in. Show me on camera who turned that key in. You got cameras all in hotels, right? But you're going to tell me you ain't got no camera, you ain't got no footage, you ain't got nothing? Let's continue listening.
According to the sheriff's office.
According to the sheriff's office.
The Haitian Special Olympics members are between the ages of 18 and 32. The sheriff's office said it does not suspect foul play at this time.
Oh, hold on. They do not suspect. They never suspect suicide. They always only suspect suicide. They never suspect foul play, even when they hang themselves on a tree with nothing to boost themselves up with. You ain't even got no chair down there. How you get up there? You ain't got nothing around you. So what, they jump down, move the chair, and then go back up there and hang? How you hanging yourself? Tell me, how you hang yourself? Tell me how you hang yourself. I'm not understanding this. So you mean tell me they room got clothes all everywhere? They didn't bother to take no clothes with them? You didn't take no clothes with you, but you came here from another country, right? Haiti. But you ain't where ain't taking your clothes? You're not gonna need no clothes where you going? Maybe not, because you're being trafficked. Or your body parts being taken. So no, you're not gonna need no clothes. Leave them. But let's go turn the room key in. And where we gonna go after then? Any outside photos? No photos, nothing. Y'all, we're not this dumb. I know. So we're gonna believe the police officers told us that they're okay. The police officers told us no foul play. Do you not know that they're all in on this suicide that they call? Do you not know that the police are in on this? Do you not know that the police is in on all of this? So in order, I won't tell them that if we suspecting anything. I just say it's no foul play. No matter what happened to them Negroes, we're not going to ever say that it's foul play. It's never a hate crime with us. It's never foul play. It's never nothing when somebody do something to us. It's always they get away with murder because we don't care about them niggas anyway. But okay, this is why we want you dismantled. We want some of those funds to be allocated that you're giving to police officers to do nothing, to not even investigate our missings, to investigate our hangings, not to investigate when we have babies found in their backyards. We want some of that money to go into investigating teams that's not part of the police department so that we can investigate to find out what's really going on. Since the police are too busy and incompetent to do it, we want to do it ourselves. And we will hire our own team to come in, preferably my organization, that'll come in and that will investigate the police, investigate the situation to find out what really happened, what's really going on here. Let's continue with there's no foul play, but clothes are still in the room and somebody who turned the key in. We never can get a name of who turned the key in, but let's continue.
Authorities are asking anyone with information about their whereabouts to contact the sheriff's office at 3216-974546. Walt Disney World, which owns the ESPN Worldwide of Sports Center, directed Fox News Digital's inquiries to the sheriff's office and Special Olympics USA, which did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
Okay. So, all 6 men apparently turned in their room keys and left behind their personal bags and belongings, according to the sheriff's office. Now, one of the 6, Stephen, I don't know who this is, the Haitian Special Olympic members between 18 and 32. I'm not going to reread all that. Sheriff Office said it does not suspect foul play at this time. Authorities are asking anyone with information to call 321 698 4546. I just want to know. I'm going to write that number down because I just want to know if they have anything else for this case. This is the sheriff's department number. This is the sheriff's department number with this case. Walt Disney World, which we all know has an issue with pedophilia and all that good stuff, but good stuff with them. But this story is so far from over. I don't know why they just showed his picture. I don't know. But let's go deeper. Let's really see. Now, did they have a coon working with them that lured those children to that area or took them somewhere? Somebody had to have help. You mean you got special needs kids and you had this one person, and I'm not saying he had nothing to do with it. I'm just saying, yeah, one person could lead them kids to do anything, to take them anywhere, right? If you have special needs, that means you're not all there. And you can possibly lead them into, I'm going to get you ice cream. But first we're going to go here. I'm going to get you ice cream. Let's go over here. And those kids thinking ice cream, we're going to follow him wherever he's taking us, right? So it had to be somebody that they knew that lured them out of that hotel and wherever they are. But this is not making front news. Tell me why is this not making front news? Tell me why is this not making front news? Tell me why. I'm sick of what I'm seeing. 6 members of the Haiti Special Olympics, and that's all I had on them. That's it. Nothing else. I can't find nothing else on them. This is it. This is it. Tell me why Black folk are not in an uproar about this. 6 members. Now you had teenagers before 18, 17, 16, teenagers that came up missing. So now you got 6 members of a Haiti Special Olympics team go missing in Florida. Why are we not in an outrage about this? Why are we not upset about this, family? Why is this okay? I'm not going to be here all day. You already know how I feel. These kids have been trafficked. You'll never find them. We will never, ever find those babies, unfortunately. But nobody cares, do they? Who cares? I'm done. I didn't say what I need to say. But I had somebody to ask me why I think all white folk devils. I had somebody to actually ask me, why do I'm going to stop sharing right now. Oh, D, there you go. Where you go? I thought how you get off the screen? D, you back? Can you hear me? You muted. Do you know you muted? Okay, I don't know if she want to be on there or not. Okay, so unable to mute. Okay, but do we understand what's going on here, family? Why are we not outraged here? Tell me why. Why is it that we're not outraged? I hope you're ready to explain to us what your comment was. Can you hear me, D? Can you hear me? I want us to understand what's really going on here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I've been here the whole time.
How you get off the thing?
I don't know. I was just soaking it in. I've been here the whole time.
Okay. You want to explain your comment yet, or you gonna hold off until another? You can't mention stuff like that and not go into details.
When I see stuff
Okay.
and I call it out, I just have to wait till I get clarification back. But I do know that the names that he gave me, and that's what I was doing. I was reading about it because it was I didn't even never know nothing about no Goliath frog. So
What is that?
that's the spirit that the Haiti woman is
What does
carrying.
that mean?
And I was just reading about because I don't know. I just when I looked at it, the first thing that came to me was a frog.
Okay.
So
You know what I'm thinking about? How you put a frog in water and you turn it up and they, the frog gets boiled, but it's not, it's her boiling black people. It's black people in the water, and we're get boiled, and they're turning
it's
up the fire a little bit, a little bit, a little bit at a time. Go ahead.
but it talks about the maiden and everything. And when you was talking about the maiden, and I was like, okay, there it go. That's one reason is to try to wheel in the black people, the
Yeah,
black men to
yeah.
mate,
The Trojan horse.
and then the salamander with the
The
woman
white
that,
man.
at the school.
Uh-huh.
It's the I wrote it down. I don't laid the papers down somewhere, but it's the salamander, and it's the kind of lizard that changes colors,
Wow.
and that's the spirit, the lizard spirit that she is carrying. And
Wow.
until I got to read up on them and get more insight about them, who they are, that's just the first two things that came to me when I first seen them
Wow.
was the frog and the lizard.
Wow.
Amphibians, those types of animals are
Yes,
amphibians.
and change colors as they
And
can.
so
Okay.
I just
Wow.
have to do more,
Is
because
it more of a spiritual change? Because I know she can't physically change her face, but I'm thinking
that
spiritual wise, you can
I,
change your spirit to match up with our spirit, to act like you understand, to act like you understand black issues, to act like, oh my poor, I have a granddaughter that's black. I hear that all the time.
pretending to be
Yeah,
someone you're really
yeah.
not.
Yeah, until you get control and until you get their trust, and then the real them always comes out. That's how white folk, they interact with us. They pretend. As soon as have a weak spot, as soon as they didn't COINTELPRO their way in, which is what they know how to do. They're good at COINTELPRO,
Yeah.
to cause wreak havoc inside of a foundation and take that person's place, and then they get to do what they need to do. And that's, I was just watching the Black Messiah the other day, the Judas, the Black Messiah. I just watched it, me and my husband, and it just hurt my feelings so bad that a black man, but it's not just a black man. It was the trust. He had the trust, but the FBI was working through him, and that's how they always do. They work through somebody in that organization to take the organization down. And that's why I look at NFAC, how they use, a black man to and to take the whole thing down. But you have to understand that this is so deep, much more deeper than we really understand. And until black people wake up and understand that we don't have anybody but us, and sometimes it's not even us, you have really got to vet out some of these black faces that look like us, that's
Yeah.
going to appoint white people like her to be over on top of our black boys. But our thing is not, our problem is not with her. Our problem is with the president who placed her, who look like us,
They
who
gonna
placed an enemy on top of our black boys and don't see nothing wrong with it, and told the people it doesn't matter what you think. I put her
he,
there. She gonna stay there, and he needs to be fired. Period.
he's not Peter alone. They're gonna remove him,
Oh
and
yeah, he got to go.
they're gonna replace him with a white person.
I'm done.
He's gonna be replaced
I'm done. I'm done. So you're gonna replace him with the right person? Okay,
because
I'm done.
what's gonna happen is something is gonna happen if nothing already happened between him and her, like you said.
Oh, they already sleeping
He,
together. That's why she got that position. He's
she's
sleeping
gonna
with that woman.
turn against him,
Right.
and
Right.
when they turn against him, they're gonna
Right.
have to. They're gonna remove him. They're gonna put
Yep.
somebody in
Yep.
position, and it's
He
gonna be a
don't,
white.
he don't even understand. He just did slept with the devil. And people don't understand why I call them demon seeds. He said, you'll know them by their fruits. And we don't know by now. Shame on you, black family. If you don't recognize them demons, if you diabolical devils, if you don't recognize them by now, you never will get it. Because I see it. I don't care. I look at them and I already know who children they is. So I don't bother smiling at them because I already know them devils. You already know. I ain't got to smile at demons and devils. And I ain't got to call them that because I know what they are. And you should know too. Black folks should know by now. We've been dealing with them long enough to know. And we're still making an excuse. Oh, all love ain't bad. I'm so sick of black folk telling me that all love ain't bad. I got a best friend named Becky. But I had one lady told me, I had one, I think it was a man, his her family was homeless, and he gave her some money to help her and her family, and she's not homeless because of him, and she owe him her life. She told her, she said, I owe him my life. And I'm like, and you probably given him your whole life, but you have one person, one white person to do something for you. Don't mean that they not evil, okay? They just not evil with you. But you accept that one white person and you lump them into a whole load of poisonous fish, And now you didn't put them all, you didn't put all them poisonous fish into one lump sum, and you didn't put all of them together and say, but they're not all bad because of that one snake that didn't bite you. You're gonna lump all of them into the whole bag, and you still gonna put your hand in that poisonous snake pit and hope not to get bite. Hope not to get bit, I should say. I'm sorry. But that's us. And until we understand that we are dealing with undiagnosed mental illness, things are not going to change for us and with us. And it's going to be up to us if we want to change us. But we are going to have to start recognizing when we see these coons that's doing stuff that's off code, that's off code. He is off code. He should be getting the business right about now. And I don't hear nobody getting that brother the business like they gave NFAC the business. Do you? I don't hear nobody giving him the business like they gave NFAC. They gave our brother an Ice Cube. That's Ice Cube, right? They gave him the business, but they're not giving this brother the business. Something's wrong with this picture. See what I'm saying about the people that for you, you give them hell, but the people that's not for you, you don't give them the business. Tell me why.
I mean, he couldn't find no other candidate,
Thank you.
black
A
woman,
black man.
that was suitable for that position, that has the same skills that she had.
He's a snake in the grass. He's your Satanist. He is a Satan worshiper. He is a Satan worshiper. He didn't bit and drink that Kool-Aid. You're not gonna tell me that they're not sleeping together. You're not gonna tell me they're not sleeping together. You're not gonna tell me that. You are not gonna tell me that you couldn't find nobody black. I prefer a black man over these black boys because they need a black male
Right,
role model. That's
right.
what I prefer. They've been listening to women forever. Get you some black folk up in there. Just like I read the article yesterday, they said 25% of employees of HBCUs are white.
Oh yeah, I just read that. I,
White,
I just read.
white, white. Why? You mean you ain't got no qualified black folk? I can come in there and teach a history class. I can teach something. I'm
It's
just
not,
saying.
but it's not only that. It's because we don't support each other like we should.
No,
And
why
and
is
so
it
and
part of the
so
truth?
if we support each other, then we can pull together to get our resources.
But do you know why we don't
But what
support each other?
happens is, because they know if they get another race in there, people will support more that away. And it's sad that it have to be like that.
But you're
You
doing more harm than good.
right. But if we only learn and support, but see, they got us built to think that you can't trust a black person. You can't do that, that was just something that was
And
in.
we can trust them
And so, and it's just like,
every time. Well, hold on. Every time we've trusted them in the past, we've come up short.
but you know
Black
what?
Wall Street destroyed.
Another
Trusting them.
another thing too, it just hit me is that we can trust each other, but soon as you do each other wrong, oh, I'm not going to them. I'm not doing. They did this. They,
White folks do you wrong
but
all the
the,
time.
but you continue to go back and trust them.
Exactly.
You see these Asians
Does it
people,
make sense
honey,
to you?
you see how they do you when you go to their stores and stuff, but yet they follow you around like you're a thief,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they don't
Yeah.
trust you in their stores, but you constantly go give them your money.
Yes. Why? 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 Tell me what am I looking at here? Please, what am I looking at? You won't trust Grandmaster NFAC who's trying to help you to get free. You won't trust Ice Cube who was trying to help you to get free, but you trust this president of this black college who brought in a white woman to teach your boys, and you didn't see nothing wrong with it. You trusting Joy Reid, who talks,
Oh
Candace Owens,
Lord, not her.
Roland Martin. You trusting all these black faces that's making white supremacy money, who white supremacy is paying to divide and conquer, and they're not going up in arms about that. But the very one that's coming in your community trying to help you, it's like a piranha. It's like a piranha. It's called something. I can't put my finger on it. And I've heard so many young black men who don't have daddies, they have father issues, who go against the authority figure of NFAC, Master J, okay, Grandmaster. But you don't go against Roland Martins of the world. But you will go against the man that's putting his neck on the line. And you won't support your own, but you will support Roland Martin, who's trying to keep you in the snake pit with snakes. And you're okay with that. Nobody comes against that. Nobody's coming against this president. Nobody's coming against his actions. but he's put a white woman, an enemy, on top of your sons, and you're okay with it. Make it make sense.
And then in the book of Deuteronomy, when they was asking for a king,
That's
then
what
he
we're doing
tells
to now.
he give you what you ask for, but don't we supposed to be careful who we choose
Over us.
king
Yes.
us?
Yes. He told you not to be voting for them. He told you not to vote for anybody but Israel.
Is yeah.
And Israel is us. If they don't look and sound like me, you don't need to put them on top of you, family. Those Democrats don't look like you, and they're not going to do anything for us. We vote for everybody that don't look like us to be on top of us. Oh my goodness. We even
And
got a white Jesus that
then
don't
when
look
you
like us.
get
Everybody got a God that look like them except us. We got a white guy with blonde hair and blue eyes with stringy hair. And we call him. Oh,
and now we have been planted with so much fear when it comes to that you don't want to believe in who the real Most High is.
we got a blonde hair, blue eyes, stringy hair man. It's our God. What is wrong with us? I'm sorry. Oh my God. Everybody, Chinese got Asian for their God. White folk got white Jesus. We got a white man for our God. Oh God. What is wrong with us? I can't make no, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
Y'all funny. I told y'all I'm green. I'm orange today. I'm telling you, I'm not black. I'm orange. I don't know what's wrong with y'all black folk. I'm gonna get an orange. Who all want to be orange? Who all want to be orange with me? We're gonna have us another group, orange group. And we ain't talking about Donald Trump. Well, okay, how about blue? This be royal blue. Who gonna be the royal blue group for me? I'm telling you, I'm done. I am so done. I'm going to sit on the beach. I don't know if I want to ride today or go sit on the beach. I'm just so tired. I'm gonna go by the lake. I need to air out my vision here. I'm gonna go to the lake and I'm gonna sit because it's a lake around here by my house, and I'm gonna just go and sit there and air my brain out because I'm done talking about black issues. I'm done dealing with black people. I'm done. I told you. Um, I'm gonna
until
just go
until
ahead.
the story comes up, then you got something to
I know. I can't. I be trying to show, but it seemed like every day I had to come on 2 days in a row. My body can't take this, D. I can't be doing this I can't do it. I can't. I was thinking about just focusing on my business, my foundation for now, for the rest of my life. Y'all, y'all, like and share as y'all come in. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of this month. Can we do it? Can we get people to join so that we can make at least 500 people that's actively joined the group? Can we do that? This is June 12th. Can we get 500 by the end of the month? I believe we can.
we can.
Share. We at 346. We've been at 346 since forever. And I just think people just don't want to hear what I got to say. I just think maybe I'll just talk about my business from now on, the foundation, which is ramandthebush.com. It's on the screen, Ramming the Bush Foundation, ramandthebush.com. And I put it in, if you haven't seen it, I did put it in the beginning of the chat, and I'll put it after the video's over. I'll put it in there, and it is on the bio. So, what the heck? Yeah, I know, Lance. I know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm done. Lance, we're gonna be part of the green, the orange, or the purple. Which color is your favorite color, Lance? We're gonna be part of the blue group, the royal blue group. How about that, D? I see that royal blue in your background, D. We're gonna be part of the royal blue group.
Oh, that's the TV. I don't know what that is.
We're gonna be part of the royal blue group. That's one of my favorite colors besides purple and orange. I love orange color, bright colors in the summertime, right? But I think I'm gonna go to the royal blue group. So who wants to be a part of the royal blue group? My email is hardtruths, HARDTRUTHZ12 at gmail.com. So we're gonna come up with our own group. That's all I can say. So I am done. I did not want to be on here. You have anything, last words, D, you want to say?
I do not. I do not.
Okay, thank you for coming. I always catch you at the last, don't I? I always catch you, but you come through. Yesterday, I didn't want to do it to you because it was really last minute. It was really, truly last minute. I said, I'm not going to do it to her. I just came on and I sent you the link, but I knew you were kind of busy. But I said, she'll watch it later. But thank you for participating. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for, and think about that insurance company. That's what you need.
I will. I will.
That's what
Well,
I really think
I,
you believe you need.
actually have a job interview for insurance job.
Okay,
And
you can go with Prime America, and I used to do that Prime America stuff. Yeah.
I did them. And I do know that the insurance class is $420 now.
Why
But
don't you
if
do a GoFundMe to get the money up to do the insurance class? Why don't you do a GoFundMe? Who all here would participate and help D
um
do that GoFundMe if she did a GoFundMe? Would you guys help her with $5, a dollar? It doesn't matter. We're just trying to get her to get this insurance company going. So that she can do, you can do hook up with the insurance company. Then that way, your foundation, you really, if you get them insurance, then they'll have the money to do it, and you can call it what you call it, and add insurance with it. So you could say, "Hey, I'm coming to your house, and I'm going to do more insurance. That let's do an insurance. Get your family hooked into insurance, and the right kind of insurance." Because I remember that one year lady at your foundation, your meeting last week we had on this last Sunday. She
yeah,
said, "What did she say about the insurance?" She said she had the wrong insurance, and the insurance would not even cover for her baby's burial because it was some type of insurance that it was the wrong
he,
kind of insurance or something. I don't remember all of what she said. Can you
he
help
had
me?
he was when you take the grow up policies for your children,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
he had when he was a child. And
Uh-huh.
when you get 25 years old, parents, if you have a child that's 25 and you had insurance on them,
Uh-huh.
and it still, make sure you have their insurance policy switched over into their name, basically, to where they can continue it, because if not, you paying on insurance that's very irrelevant.
Okay, and see, a lot of people don't know that because I
So
know I've had some insurance since I was a baby, since what I'm saying, and
right.
I don't, and yeah, so
Yeah, so when they get of age, make sure you switch that insurance, because if you don't and you still paying on it, you thinking you paying on insurance
yes,
for that child, that they have insurance, which they don't. And
wow,
we just found that out at my event last Sunday.
yeah.
A parent had endured this.
Mm-hmm.
Her
And he
child,
had to end up doing a GoFundMe because she had paid all that time on that
right,
policy, and that boy didn't even have no insurance. And they all these years they had been paying on that insurance. Come to
right.
find out, he didn't even have no insurance. It wasn't switched over, but they didn't tell. But that insurance company should be held liable for that because you should be telling people that, and they're not telling people that, and they're getting that money, and they're
It's
taking people's money.
it's there, but see, that's another thing we don't do.
Read,
We have to read our contracts. You have to read everything that you sign, because it's in there, and
yeah,
they expect that that, even though they may, when you talk to the people to get your
yeah,
insurance,
yeah,
they mention it, and someone may not.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to go in there and read that contract to
yeah,
see what it is that you have.
yes,
Even like with the Gerber Life Grow Up Insurance, that
yes,
insurance, when that child reach of age, you're gonna have to have that policy switched over as well.
yeah,
Because if you don't and you still paying,
yeah,
that's wasted money that they're getting.
yeah,
You're out.
yeah. You out of luck. Something happened. You
And
out of
what
luck.
defeat what's gonna get them to where that they gonna win is because you signed the contract.
Right. Yep. And that's
So
and they not, and how many
yeah,
other people has this happened to that we don't
right.
even know about? But she did tell us, so that's why we telling you. But go get y'all kids some insurance, people. It's only $25. Young folk, it's $50 for your insurance. Go get your insurance, but hopefully you buy it from a black person. And we need our own insurance company. Did you
And
hear me? We
I
need our own insurance company.
I do know a woman also. She will sit down with, if you have questions about your insurance policy. She'll sit down with you. She will explain it to you what this means, so that
Yeah.
you know that you have the right policy for the right needs.
Yeah. Is she
Um,
black?
and she's black, and you
Okay.
need to make sure that you have whole life insurance.
Yeah. Whole life. Whole
You know,
life.
whole life. Term is okay if you can't get
But you
it,
can get whole life when you're young and it's not that
but
expensive,
it
right?
happened to me, because I got so many policies that I'm paying on, and one of them end up lapsing on my baby boy, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's okay because he got three other ones, but
Okay.
one of them end up lapsing. And when I found out to get ready to reinstate it,
Okay.
because 18 now,
Yeah.
I can't even, he
No.
can't even get the insurance, and
No.
he's 18.
Yeah.
And then the woman, she asked me about, because he gets Medicaid, right?
Okay.
So by him getting Medicaid, it knocks him out of getting insurance. That insurance,
Really?
yes, and that's with Gerber Life
Okay.
Insurance. So that knocks him out with getting insurance
Wow.
whole life, but he can get term life.
Oh,
Well,
Lance
I
say
want
blue. Lance, you say blue, huh? He gonna be in the blue group with me.
we
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
no, you're fine. So, I mean, it's just important that we know the policies that we have.
Okay.
You know, get somebody that you trust to read over your stuff.
Yeah.
If you're very good at reading and understanding, then do that.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're on you're crossing those T's and dotting those
Yeah.
I's.
Yeah.
That you can do to make sure that if that situation arises, that it's covered. You know.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and also, if you're interested in starting a nonprofit, or if you have one and you need help on getting your 501, reach out to me.
Yes.
I can help you get
Yeah.
that.
It's my buddy right here with my. That's how I got mine started. I didn't know how to do it. She walked
Mm.
me through it. I'm just
It's
saying,
it's a lot, but it can get done.
but
It
it can
takes
do
patience and
money.
willingness. It's gonna cost you. That and also credit repair. I do it
Yeah.
all. So
Man,
if you
yeah.
need
Did you put your information? Give them your information again. What's your website or what's your email? Whatever information you want to give them
the
to be able to
email,
contact you.
you can contact me through. Just use my Hope of Love. I don't have one for the my credit counseling, but the Hope of Love 2017. You can email me through that because that's more like a business
Give
email.
them the email address. How did they
So
what?
it's
Hopeoflove.com or hope of love at
at
huh?
yahoo.com.
Say it again. You broke
Hope
up.
of 2017 at yahoo.com.
Say HOPEOFLOVE
Yes,
at gmail.com.
Yahoo.
Oh, yahoo.com.
You
Sorry.
love
Yahoo.
your Gmail account. I need to create a Gmail account because that's all you talk about. Every time I turn around, it's always Gmail.
Yes, that's all I know. Gmail. Oh, hell no, Yahoo. I had Gmail, but yahoo.com, y'all.
Yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com. Hope. Go ahead, say it again.
Hope of Love
Hope is Love
2017
2017
at yahoo.com.
at yahoo.com. All
Or
right. Go
message me.
ahead.
You can message me at 336-405-7894.
Y'all got that right. Okay. This young woman is trying to do something for our community. I'm trying to do something for our community. I want us to get to the place where we are doing for us. And there's plenty of space in this realm for us because we
Yes.
don't have nothing. So pick a spot and do it. Pick your niche and do it. I know Bakari, I don't know if he's still on here, but Bakari he drives dump trucks. Okay. That's his niche. Okay. It's time
Mm-hmm.
for us to start doing for us. This is why we're creating these different foundations so that we can do for us. We're gonna start and let me just say one thing. If every black person in this all the blackness just put in $1 to these GoFundMe's, we'll be able to do what we need to do. $1. $1 a month. It doesn't matter. It's millions of black people in this world. We can get stuff done, just like the Jews have their own fund set up for the Jewish people, right? And you need something, you need money to start your own business. You come to our foundation, her foundation, and we'll supply the money on other people's foundation that you're giving to, and should be able to supply you with the money to start your own business. But we can't get y'all to give a dime. We can't get y'all to give nothing to help us to do. Just like for my foundation, I have to pay for the CDU drivers because I want to bring them down. I had one young lady coming from Texas. Well, actually, two people coming from Texas. I had to pay for their room for 4 weeks. I had to pay for their food for 4 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? But my thing is, we need help. We can't do this ourselves. We are trying to do for us, but we have to. We're new foundations. We're not. It's for me. It's not even been a year, but it's rolling. It's been months for me, but it's rolling. We got people registering now, but we can't do it by ourselves. We need help. Y'all got $1? Give $1. We gonna do GoFundMe's. Give $1. We gonna give cash apps. I'm gonna put my cash app. I'm gonna put her cash app in there. If you want to give to her foundation, give the man. It's $1 each. I'm just saying, give something, you guys. We can have funds. We have funds. We're worth $1.2 trillion. And if black folk would help these foundations, give $1. Don't take much. Have you a budget to say, okay, I'm gonna give at least $10 to 10 foundations to be able to help y'all either every pay or once a month. It doesn't matter. Long as you give something, long as you do something. We're not asking for your paycheck. I'm not like some of these people. Oh, I need $100. Look, you got $1? You know how people be out there begging for $1 for a pack of cigarettes? Or they said, we need $1. I'm trying to go home to get some gas for my mama. She did this and that. And you'll go in your pocket and you'll get them liars $20. And then here we are, have foundations that's trying to help your bad darn children. I'm just kidding, but to help our babies, to help our babies to be able to. We're trying to fix the problems that we see the government has done to our children. We're trying to fix the issues that Biden and Clinton and Reagan and Nixon did to our families. We're trying to fix that to by bringing you back together. And it's so hard because it's been so corrupted for 70 years. It's hard
It's
over months to start thinking back black, start thinking how we used to think and get us back online. And now it's going to really be hard if you leave that white woman over your boys. And you think, honey, you think you got some stinky thinking now. You ain't seen none yet. Wait till that white woman get done uh, uh, doing what they gonna do to our babies in Morehouse, that school. Just wait till you see. You ain't seen nothing yet. But my thing is, we have the money to do this. We have to start somewhere. People on here, Lance, you might have your own business, your own foundation. You want to start it. Ask me. You might have your own niche that you want to start it. Bakari, start it. We have people on here. 88, you might have your own foundation that you want to start it. I'm just saying we have so much need in the black community that we don't have enough people doing enough. We'll work 40 hours, 50 hours, 100 hours a week or somebody else's business. But then when it comes to yours, you won't give no time because you ain't got time because you didn't give all your time to somebody white, Popeyes or Buffalo Wild Wings or Chick-fil-A or somebody. You didn't gave them the money. Okay, you didn't gave them the time of the day instead of giving your own business the time. But it's time for us to do for us. It's time for us to start supporting us. And I know some people on here, hey, what happened to our black hair product place? I got a black man over here by my house, probably up maybe 10 minutes, about 7 minutes up the road, 10 minutes. Okay. And we've got a Chinese place that's right down, like at the light, right? They're like a block apart. And I sat there one day and I watched all these black folk go to Chinese man, and the black man got a small business. They all went to the Chinese man instead of the black man, and they're only lights apart. He's like in the Chinese man is in like about Food Lion. That's one of the big franchises, Food Lions in our area. So he's right beside that, and you see everybody going to the Chinese instead of the black man. Make it make sense, family. That don't make sense to me. We won't support our own, and I don't understand why. And we got to change that mindset. Because I'll ask in a minute if somebody come up here and tell me about a business. I said they black, and they not. You ain't getting my money. I'm just saying. I try to do as much black as I can. Go ahead.
I said you showed the will call. You show ask me, is they black?
And if they ain't, what I say, you ain't getting my money. I don't play. I'm not playing. I'm not. Look, you can call me what you want, and it's not about being racist. I believe in supporting my own because I'm be one first every and all day. Every and all day. Okay, like my shirt. I got my shirt. I don't know if you can see my shirt. What did my shirt say? Okay, black folk. What I say?
I can't read it.
Black men are dope.
Men are
Black men are dope. I mean that. I ain't playing. I wear my shirt, honey. They look. I had one on yesterday that said "black at it again." Boy, I'll be wearing. I'll be representing. And then I wear my little African attire. I don't care who don't like it. Oh well.
This gonna be my shirt that I'm getting ready to do.
It's
gonna be the shirt of many colors.
Okay.
But it's breaking down the questions that people will ask. Who are we?
Okay.
And this all goes back biblically. I just haven't I wrote it all down. I just haven't put it into how I'm gonna actually design it yet.
So you gonna design my t-shirt? Because I never did. The guy that was supposed to do my t-shirt for Raymond Bush. And I told you I have a saying. I had 2 sayings that I want on 2 different t-shirts, and I'm gonna sell them, and the money's going to go to the foundation. We're gonna talk. I got 2 of them.
Huh? But why did you reach out? I do the shirts. I told you.
I didn't know you do shirts. That's one thing I didn't know until after the man. And glad the man didn't contact me. I've been texting him. I'm like, why this man? But I'm getting ready to do a commercial too to help me with the business. So I'm looking for a commercial, a person that can do commercials. He's gonna do my t-shirts, but I am looking for somebody, unless she know how to do a commercial. I'm just saying first, I do a commercial.
Yeah, I can research it and I can learn it because I am very I always put my hand and see what I can learn. If it's bigger than me, I give it to somebody else.
Well, I sure wish you would learn how to do a commercial because I do want a commercial done. Because I want to send it to different like Phil Scott and Lisa Gabera and some other black news media. I do want to send it to them so that they can get my business out there because I need black folk to understand about the black foundations, okay, that are out there. we also need to you to develop like a website to where we can come and register our businesses so that people will know nationwide that we're here. That's another thing, D. Come on, you got
I
to get busy over there, honey. Tell me I ain't got no money. You have money. You have ideas. Let's get busy.
I finished doing an event, 2 events back to back. I stay
You
busy.
you be rolling, honey. You be rolling. She is rolling. I am still planning on our at the end of July, the 1st of August, the thing. But I got to go out of town, and then I'm coming back, and then I'll really get in on. I should really do that. I think I'm gonna set that up for, but I don't want to do it, and then people don't come. But I'm thinking if I'm gonna do the barbecue, people will come, and hopefully I won't barbecue up a whole lot of food, and people don't come.
You know, just by the time you have an event, you got to feed the people, especially black people.
Yeah, they come to eat, honey. You know they
They
come to eat.
they gonna come eat.
They gonna come
As
eat.
long as you food to engage them, they coming.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna plan it, but it's gonna be probably end of February, end of July of the 1st of August. And I did check with the lady, and she did say I can get the spot for the end of. It was like the 30th of July, if I'm not mistaken. That's Saturday. Or if I want to do that Sunday, both dates were open. So I'm just trying to debate what's a better time. Is it going to be Sunday at the park or Saturday? I really want it to be Saturday. That way, Sunday I'll have time to chill. But we'll see. And I'll have my little bikers club out there. They'll be coming to eat. So it's going to be plenty of people. But I'm gonna need the GJ too. I'm gonna need that man, but I'm gonna tell him I ain't paying you behind. This is a free volunteer foundation. So don't come here thinking you're gonna get a whole lot of money. I'm just saying, because we just starting out. Don't come here if you can't help and volunteer your time. You can't volunteer an hour. I'm not telling you to be there all day. We just need about an hour and a half. That's all to entertain people. So, but with that said, I'm not going to be here any longer. But I do want to get back on one thing where I said that we could participate by giving $1 to each. A foundation is children's. If it's millions of Black people on this earth, and we could take $1 a month and give to a foundation to help them to get some things done. Okay, because we cannot do what I'm trying to do by myself, and you can't either. I'm sure. So it's going to take money to do. So the next time in our bio, we're going to put down our cash apps and or GoFundMe, so you guys can help. And I think if you have not, because you ask not, if this is something God lays on your heart to give to, hey, why not?
And we are 501 tax exempt.
Yes. So just know that y'all be looking for things to put your money into, so you don't have to be like, you can be like, these white folk and not pay no taxes. This is something you can put your money into and not have to pay tax on it. I'm just saying. Okay. So with that said, thank you, D. Thank you. When you start talking about money, people start running. Okay. But I'm okay. It's okay with that. I'm just saying, you ask not because you have not because you ask not. I believe in asking. So we'll end this show. Love you guys. Thank you for coming, D. I appreciate you. Be ready for next Sunday. I'm giving you heads up, or Monday or Wednesday, whenever something happened that I need to jump on. Just be ready because we coming.
I be trying because you
I will give you 30 minutes.
Okay, that'll work.
I give you at least 30 minutes, and I'll be like, D, be ready 11:30. Be ready, and I'll be calling her at 11 o'clock. So we'll be ready at 11:30. Thank you. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you. And family, thank you. Let's get it up to 500. Y'all like and share. Hit the bell so you'll know when I'm coming on again. And let's grow this show. Everybody needs to know what we're talking about. Why keep it amongst us? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. And have a great day. Huh?
I said, all right, we'll talk later.
Yes, ma'am. Have a great day, family. Peace.